Right, hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome along. That was a bit strange. My buttons on my stream deck wanted to work then. There we go, and they are working. Just very slow. Seemed a bit laggy, anyhow. Like me sometimes. Welcome along, good to see you. It's been a week, hasn't it? No stream last weekend. I was going to get up and stream on Saturday morning, and decided I'd have a sleep in instead, so it was a good thing I hadn't scheduled anything. But there we go, welcome along. Good to see you, welcome back to Willow River, where things are progressing. And do you know why we're standing here? Because we now own this farm. So one of the things we wanted to do is, well, one of the challenges I'd set up with the way the server was going to run is, that sun changes, the sun starts coming out. Well, look at that, we've got the sun there and the moon there. Would not happen very often. Anyhow. One of the challenges was to be able to buy our own farm and start growing our own farm was we had to have a big combine and a big tractor, which we now have. So that was kind of cool. Get that milestone, and through a public vote in Discord, the community decided we'd go with this farm. So not what I expected. I thought well, I didn't know what to expect. I was quite keen to take this on up here, but we've ended up down here. So yeah, if you're familiar with Willow River, you probably know your way around very well, and I'm just looking. Looks like a lot of the equipment's already moved over here, is it? Certainly is. So this is home now. Everything, which is kind of cool. Combine, a bit dirty. Yeah, and we're going to get that out because our first job is we've got Aussie Dan on here at the moment. He's running a cultivating project somewhere. I forget what it was, but we're going to head up to 90 soybeans to harvest up there. We're going to go and crack into those. Down there, 128. He's doing some cultivating down there on 128. We're really, because of the time of year it is, cultivating one harvesting contract. Well, there's another one actually. What's that? Soybeans. I reckon we can get them both done. I know we're not meant to accept two contracts. Accept that one too. So it gives us two harvesting contracts to do. And we've actually got two harvesters, so if enough people get on, we can go and tackle them simultaneously. But otherwise, yeah, we've got ploughing contracts, and of course we've got two ploughs now as well, so we can do that if we need to. So there we go. That is the plan. What's going on? Right. So first things first. I need to try and get this out. It's got a header in the way. So we're going to go and we'll make a start on some harvesting and get into it. Set button. Set button. We're on. Anyhow, welcome along everyone, good to see you. Farmer Flage, good evening to you. Hyper, all good my friend, we'll see when we see you. I'm sure you'll get here in due time. Now, can we back up and click into this without having to move that corn header? Probably not. The super strength, we could probably twist that out of the way if we needed to, but let's just move things. Might be better off putting that somewhere else. We'll just slot it forward a little bit. Just, in fact, you know what we can probably do? Pull this out. I was going to say, is it not hook on? But it will hook on. I did see the trigger. There we go. Put that on, we'll pull it out, and then we'll go and put that a little bit further in, maybe. Garrick, good evening mate, welcome along. Aussie Dan, hello, good to see you. Poor Farmer Ben, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Covering everything. Of course, morning your part of the world, so good morning to you. See you mate. Where are we? Yeah, a bit laggy tonight actually. Lucifer, good to see you, welcome. Having a good Wednesday. Yoran, good day. Quick visit before work takes all your time. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Appreciate that. Alright, so let's figure this out. I'm quite keen to go and contract up the top. No reason other than I just want to go and farm on that farm. So we could go that way, which I know has a windy little bit, but we're here. Okay, so let's go out past 61.6. Across that way. Seems to be the best route. So let's go. I can make my way out. Make my way where we need to get to. Good morning, Mark. How you doing? Welcome along. Incendiary evening. What's going on? Oh. Lighting, who knows? How are you, Incendiary? Good to see you. T. James, evening, mate. Welcome. Hello, Craig. Have you here as well? Right, let's get on down this way. Gosh, this side. I never really thought about this, but there's not much space either side of these farm tracks once you get a big combine in here. Yeah, how's that for a view? It's not too bad, is it? Not bad at all. The atmosphere coming up there with the sun in the background. What's on the whiskey menu this evening? This evening, cheers, is the arable. Personal favourite. So, it is the duty-free limited edition that they have. I picked up. Gosh, it feels like not that long ago, but I got that on the way back from Australia last year, which is, when was that, July? So it's almost a year. Isn't it funny, you get a bottle of whiskey, or I don't know if others are like this, and you want to savour it, so you want to drink it because you enjoy it, but then you don't want to run out of it, so you end up not drinking it. Anyhow, that's how I feel with mine. Hope to get onto this map now that Sax is completed. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So the $5 million challenge we'd set on Saxlingham has been finished off, which is kind of cool. So we're going to keep that map running and server running, because the map's just fantastic and I still really enjoy playing on it, and I think we have some great streams and great community sort of events on there. So I think we'll keep that one going for a wee bit longer. This is obviously scratching an Aussie farming itch, which is kind of cool. What we're lacking at the moment on the server front is an American map of some description, and I've got some plans around that. I'm going to look at getting Yukon Valley set up, because I want to bring in some forestry, some mining, also have some farming if we want to, so keep an eye out. Might try and get that set up for the weekend. There we go. I thought that'd be kind of cool to have as a server for the community, kind of to give that variety, and had some fun before with terraform and mining, so kind of cool to get in and do some of that again. We'll see. End up. Hey Mac, how you doing? See you. Alright, let's take it easy going around here, because we are getting into a very narrow and quite tight part of the map. Roads really aren't that wide, are they? Digging that atmosphere though. Very nice. Offset on that trailer. Where it pulls it. Right, zigzagging our way up the hill here, or I could get into trouble. The header's just about on the straight part of the track, or the road at the bottom, while we're still going around almost the straight part at the top. Just the length of our load. That country is a great map. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to suggestions on that as well. Alright, I think, can we turn right along this one? Yeah, we can. It's going to take us 20. I thought that would be the case. I think Hox has done a great job on it. I know there's a few gripes and grumbles about some unbuyable farmland and farmyards that can't be demolished, but I kind of look at that, and I know some people complain about it, but there's plenty of space to buy a field and build your own farm if you want to. I don't think it matters too much. Alright, is this... Yeah, we could come up around the top. We'll go around this way. Hopefully we can get in. I'll find out. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Space to hook the header up. Alright. Drop that there. Turn around, click a little bit of crop. Hold the header so we get those wheels out of the way. Now unfold the combine. Off those bright flashing lights, don't need them anymore. There we go, that should be us good to get started. Lovely. Now let's just have a quick look at what our steering assist is going to come up with. We'll go for 2 headlands, we don't need the lines on. Split it into 2 parts, which is perfectly fine too. We are down here. Do that part and that. Right, let's go. No, it shouldn't have had snow available. That's a funny thing, isn't it? I agree. Snow available. It does. She did the go. Right, harvesting beans. Now I've got time set to 2 times just for now, just so we can get a bit more light, so we're not always harvesting in the dark and in the night time. All the fencing with no gates though. So I'm gonna how do I show it to you? Let's do this. Play a little video, Garrick. I know it won't work on this one. How I can play this for you. Aren't we stopping? We actually had snow up here. Look, what's the temperature at the moment? It's -3 at the moment in July. Turn the corner. What are you doing? What's going on here? Like it doesn't have a headland on. Yeah, I thought I was trying to get it onto that row. I'll do that up. Here we go. Right, let's see if I can get this video to work. Like this. And audio on monitor. So, anyhow, I can explain this to you. So, this is a mod I've been working on called Fence Cut. Basically, any placeable fence, you can go up there and you can basically cut an opening into it. So, the only way at the moment you can do it is you demo it. So, you go into the demo tool, and I'll show you in a sec, into the demo mode. And when you're over it, you see there, you can only delete the fence. But with this mod, if you hold down, I'll press Alt, it brings up these options up there. You got fence gap mode. Now you can see on the screen there, it's got a little red section, some yellow markers either way. You can press Q and E to make it wider or narrower. When you get it to the point you want, you press F. I'll get it out wider here. Press F. There we go, and it creates a gap in the fence. So no more having to rebuild fences. So that was kind of a mod that I'd figured out. Out of there and back to here. To to be able to create gaps in fences, just because Winchester's going to have heaps of pre-built fences exactly like Willow River does, but because they're using the build menu, you can demolish them. Shopping trolley mode here, it just goes wherever. So yeah, that was something I've been figuring out, and I've got it at the moment now. I've got it. That version didn't have it when I made that video, but the version I've got now has an undo feature. So if you cut an opening and don't like it immediately, you can basically undo it. Who would have thought? An undo and build mode. Won't work on terrain, but it does undo that kind of thing. I need to do just a little bit more testing. I don't know. Then I'll probably put that on Mod Hub. Hey, Kiwi Gaming, how you doing? Yeah, I just like so many fences on Winchester that just because I won't say every fence, pretty much every fence that's around a field that's not against a road, where you might want to have a opening in it, is a place. Very pleased with how that turned out. Alright, what are we? 36% full, so not too far. All's getting banged and crashed around there. And even now with the kids getting older, they're always awake. It's so hard to get young teenagers to bed. Oh, it's a mix. He's gone to field 34. He's taken the smaller combine to the other field. Now, are we going to run into trouble now having 2 combines with only 1 truck? I'm pretty sure. We only have 1 truck to haul it with, so and we're on opposite ends of the map, so this is going to be interesting. Let's see how we deal with this. Is this going to turn on its own? It should with the GPS mode tool. Here we go. Love this. Love that tool. So good. I love it. It's the way it connects and turns. So good. So good. Put the truck trailer on the T7 and you have the truck. Ah, yeah, I mean, I guess so. Good to have a vehicle of some description up here. My one's going to, I'm on field 90. It's going down to middle of the map. How far is yours being hauled? 34. Maybe you use the truck. Well, if you filled the trailer up, then we can use the truck. Hopefully you can take a while to fill the trailer up. Truck can come over and, because you've got a longer haul. Might be better to have the tractor up here. Yeah, either way. Boomstam, when does this map come online? It's available right now. Should. It's been out for ages already, and you have I have a link in the description. No, I don't. Okay. It is out now, basically. You find Hawks on Facebook, you'll be able to get a link to it. Oh, this is an interesting field. Funny. What happened there? Imagine if those few litres of soybeans is what stops us from completing the contract. Yeah, so it's available now, so you can go and download it. I got a link. Right. Interesting. My internet was really, it's like I dropped any frames. Too bad. Map will give you the wrong map. It'll be an Australian map, not this one. Alright, 75% pretty much. Pretty close to full. Something else I had to show you all too was I had a delivery arrive today. It was the new Carter class partnership. Your officially licensed class build set. So that's the 660 Arian. We've got the Mini Dominator. You can hear a vehicle. So I could hear a vehicle start to pull up close by. Unload while we're here. Yeah, so the class Dominator, so that's a mini version of the one we've already built. Still, when I say mini, it's still, what's the dimensions on this? It's still a 28 centimeter long build, so. And then lastly is the Scorpion telehandler. So two of them are obviously mini sets of the ones we've already built, with the motors and everything. So, yeah, very cool. Feel the daylight hours. Yeah, I mean July's. I suppose it depends which part of Australia you're in, but July can still be pretty dark for, particularly in New Zealand, for around 9 AM. Depends which way you look, I suppose. If I turn around like that, that feels a bit more natural, doesn't it? But the other way, not quite so. Alright, this is not going to take us too long to do. We're 25% of the way through. The question will be whether we can get onto another one after it's done. Hoping there might even be another hub pop up. We're going, but let's keep trucking. Let's see where we end up. Dark down there at 6. It's 6 PM. Well, it would be for you. It's dark here at 6 PM now. Is it football tonight? It's dark on the way home. Comes around really quick, the shortest day, isn't it? We're only just over a month away, middle of June. Before you know it. Both my boys, aren't they? had another busy week getting stuff done on the map as well, which has been cool. Been a lot of work on, a lot of time on some of the placeables. I've got some doors and animations and lights and things like that, which is starting to really bring some of those aspects to life. Pretty cool. It's nice, sort of, I'm trying to get one of them done properly, but when we get on to the next one, when I got the process down pat, and it should, going to plan, become quicker each time. Very rewarding getting those things that will bring the map to life. Oh, see my cameras. That's the way I've propped. Here we go. Goodness, that mod where it drags everything around with us. A little bit more centered now. Balance is restored in the OBS universe. Right. 40% done. Not 40% done, 40% full. 34% done on the contract. Hey, Hyper. Welcome in. Good to have you here. It's $1 million in the bank as well, and I don't even think there is. There's nothing on high purchase either. I think there has been a bit of a vote going on the stream. Not on the stream, on Discord. Choose a new tractor. Closes in 65 minutes. Currently it's a 2-horse race between the 9RX 830 or the 1050 Vario. That 8RX is leading the pack. So by the end of the stream we might have a new tractor. True democracy this farm, it's all done by votes. Yeah, the lightsaber chainsaws, that was pretty cool. We've had that a couple of years now, haven't we? A couple of versions of the game. But it is a nice little touch, gotta agree. These are not the trees you are looking for. Good morning, Nina. How are you? Alright. Tell you what I'm going to do now is 60% full. I'm going to go and find our first full pass we can do up through the middle of the field here. Cut this end off. That's how our guidance wants to do it, which would be that one there. I really don't know, in real life I guess you'd do it this way, wouldn't you? Do it like this. You either go along that way and then do little passes this way, or you go that way and do those passes that way, so it's 6 to 1, half dozen's the other. Evening Rex, welcome along mate. I really wish there was a way if I tab out of the game, audio doesn't stop. I figure that out too. It's annoying. Do something on your other screen, the audio just disappears. Anyhow. Grizz, how you doing? Welcome along. I want to do something like this in YouTube where my chat wasn't right at the bottom. Up having issues. Yeah, I'll be right. Yep. I will get back to the other end. It's only about, what was I, 60, so it's only about 15% per pass. It doesn't do fields. We've got a grain cart somewhere too, don't we? Alright. How are you, Grizz? You doing alright? Big truck trailer. Oh, we'll have to have a look. What's on special? Steiger or the Load Kings. Oof. How horsepower is that? Well, it's configurable, isn't it? It's one thing I don't like with used vehicle sales. I think if it's a used vehicle, you should buy it as a used vehicle. Not actually have the option to customize it. I'm guessing there it is. It's 31,550 base spec, but then you look at this and it's actually showing you it with jewels. That's just the default image for that, is it? It's the default image. Alright, that Volvo is going to be full before we know it. Auger wagon's probably best to go down to where mix harvesting works. I'll get through this field. Maybe one more unload? I don't know. Yeah. Your typing's still not improved. Practice, Chris, practice. That's a good idea. Is that a new mod? It's what a new mod. I'm sure there was one for secondhand. The secondhand sale one where it was fixed. I know there's obviously Oz's one where you have the used vehicle yard and you can buy them with suit. I can't remember if there's a specific way to. Spend some more time sitting up front. It wasn't a AF11 we got to drive in Chicago, but it all feels very familiar having sat in the cab of a combine. Actually, you don't get the sense of how high you are sitting up in here. Actual combine, you felt like you were flying. Just about needed oxygen in the altitude you're at. Fixed setups for used sales. Yeah, I had to think that there was a mod, but I can't remember. Other than, yeah, like I said, Oz's used equipment yard, which is brilliant. Other than that, no, I'm not sure if there. Quite like IVE, Ben. Each their own, mate. Each their own. Right, so said fortunately, Hyper's down there, unloading already, which is good. Idea of a server where you can only buy from used. Oh, that would be brutal. You can have an Evian with no header. I suppose, what could you do? Oh yeah, you'd have enough horsepower to pull that. So you could, what is that thing? It's a subsoiler. So you could subsoil 2 meters wide behind a Steiger, or you could spread slurry. That's all you could do so far. There's, but with mod for used equipment list. Ah, there you go. Alright. You got me. Alright. Not quite back. We should probably stop and wait at that end of the field for Hyper. Most of your saves you just buy from the used equipment when starting up. Definitely would be a good way to do it. Is it still the case if you borrow equipment from for a contract and use the borrowed equipment that it then turns up in used equipment sales or not? Well, that was a thing for a while. Equipment yard mod is going to make great roleplay here. Having teasers as you drive past absolutely will. Oh, you don't think so with the contracts, Mark? Here we go. Hyper's been brave and come up into the field. Enough to, yeah. So realistic cab view is fantastic, where you can lean out and could have seen what was going on there. Installed. Used to happen when you lease from the shop, yeah, and I think it used to happen when it happens when you sell equipment too, doesn't it? Alright, now we're up at this end of the field. We are harvesting that way, aren't we? Saw some maize being harvested today, or some corn, sorry, it wasn't being done as maize. It's corn. Case combine out, getting that cut. Funny, I was driving past and I was like, oh look, that field's been harvested recently, and couldn't even see the combine that was on the other side of it still doing it. Start with a sugarcane harvest. Have to decide if you're going to do sugarcane or burn the harvester. Does not get much more recent than that, does it, Garrick? Right, the truck is 50, what did I say, 54% full. So here is the big question. If it's 54% full with 15,117 litres in it, then it's not going to take much more than 14,000 litres. Are we going to get this all in one load or not? Bearing in mind we've got, what, 3 or 4 passes here, but we've also got a little bit down in the corner. I don't think we are, but we'll see. No, you don't think it's going to fit, Garrick? I don't either, unfortunately. Although, hopefully, we'll at least get the field harvested and the contract complete, and then we don't have to deliver it back to where it's going. The truck can just go down and help in the other field. No chance? Now, what are we, 22%? Yeah, no chance. Just from going up, so we're getting about, oh, what are we getting, about 2,000 litres a pass? There's still 4 more passes. Will give us 8,000, 12,000. You reckon 2,500 litres left at the end? 27.8, no chance. 27, so there's only 12,000 litres can go in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no chance. Zero chance-yo. Such a good point. Piper, when I logged in, it was middle of the night. Wasn't it, Aussie Dan? Was it night time when you were harvesting and Fast Night wasn't active, was it? Interesting. You know what, 6,000 off 3 passes, I reckon we'll be full. We'll have enough to fill the truck after finishing these last 3 passes. Gilby Games, how you doing? Great to see you streaming live instead of watching on catch up. Well, nice that you're able to make it to a live stream, Gilby. I don't think it was. Yeah, I didn't think it was either. Interesting. At the same time, Gilby, thanks so much for catching up on the streams as well. Appreciate that. Evening, Wolfie. How you doing? Oh, you skipped the snow to finish the soybeans, so maybe... okay. Right. That might explain it then. Are you shaping up for a... 100% Gilby. Anyone can join the multiplayer servers. But that is exactly what they're there for. Kindly provided by G-Portal. They generous enough to give me some server credit each month, so we're able to have these servers here for you guys to use. So yeah, 100%. The only slightly different one is the Schweizing Bahnhof, right buddy? Because that is a multi-farm server, so we've kind of got farm owners, but at the same time, there's often people looking for helpers on that too. So, but at the moment we have this server, Saxlingham, which is kind of achieved the outcome that we wanted to, which was have a farm with $5 million. But we're going to keep that one going because it's a fun map. I really enjoy streaming on that one, and we're going to set up a new server soon. Missing snow in Australia. Come on, it snows in Australia, just only in about, I don't know, 3 square kilometres. I'm doing good, Wolfie. Thank you, mate. Thanks for asking. Taking a break from some Lego building tonight. Back into that next week. I have, as shown before, we've got some new sets to build. New class telehandler, class Arian 660 tractor and a bale trailer, and another class Dominator too. So it should keep us busy for a few streams yet. May snow in Aussie, just nowhere near you. Fair enough too. Fair enough too, I think. Where does it snow in Aussie? I know there's the Mount Kuzio. How do you pronounce it? Kuzio-Koko? No. Kuzio-Koko? Between Victoria and New South Wales or something like that. It's actually snowed out at Bathurst, hasn't it? Now that I think about it. They've had snow out that way. Blue Mountains. Victoria. Tasmania. Yeah, new Lego streams. Dr. Fish. Good to see, mate. Cheers to you. We are enjoying an Aberlour this evening. You've seen snow on the ground in New England. Yeah, there you go. Need to be snow on the ranges in Vic tomorrow. We had 20 plus degrees here today. It's a beautiful day. You snow tonight in Tas. Oh, too. Oh, there you go. Kuziosko. Studied a ski lodge designed by an Australian architect up there when I was studying. Build or have to draw a detail from it. You would think of the guy's name now. It's up at Threadbow. Alright, there we go. What are we? We're 90% complete. So, Tom Hyper's dumped that load. We'll be finished here in the field. He can come back and grab our last little bit, and then he can race off down and help the guys in the other field who do have a tractor hauling a grain bin, but it's the most efficient way to do it. 60, I don't know. No, I don't think it's that strong, Gilby. It's a, I can never remember the name of it. It was a, it was one that they specifically did for duty free. Yeah. A green label. It's a 13-year-old. Very enjoyable. Very easy drinking. But I see the news about Alma 4 times in the work. Yeah. I thought I was quite excited about that too. I thought that was great. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, it's been a very popular map over the last 2 versions of Farm Sim, so interesting to see how he goes about expanding it. I think if you had the core function done, like the town and everything, and weren't expanding it with town and just extending it with farmland and fields, not go too badly. I had a grand plan that Winchester would eventually become a 4X, but I think by the time I've actually finished it and released it for 25, I'll run out of time to do a 4X. And mad respect for map makers going through the process. Alright, there we go. Contract's done. So everything from now on is all ours. So we'll finish this up and I can come back and unload. It's finished. Coming back, or is he going straight down there? Sleep. He's on his way back. Beautiful. Got to get the header disconnected and ready to roll out. And with them only 28% of the way through that other field, we might as well get on down and go and give them a hand. Alright, there we go. Turn that off. Let's first hold the header. Up out. Based on where they are, we're going to head back out the way Hyper's just gone. Yeah, just the spout and get that in going in there. Excellent. And we should now be able to come in here. And 90 is complete. That's $17,000. And yeah, 34. So what's this way? 34. Yeah, probably straight down there and onto the expressway, or do we go straight down and across there? Maybe straight down. Yeah. We shall figure it out. Didn't do as many hours last. Didn't do as many hours as last week this week. Right. Well, that's probably a good thing. Merc. Right, there we go. Lights on. Almost actually, what are we? Oh, we're an hour in. And I was just thinking, I didn't want to go and give them a hand and then run out of things for everyone to do while we've got plenty of helpers on, but as there's only cultivating and ploughing contracts, it's kind of a stage of having 1 cultivator and 2 ploughs, so we can do 3 of those contracts. Good. Alright. Let's box on. Get this delivered. Actually, while we are driving, just double check this isn't contracts pop up. Is there any more fields? No, there's only a couple of small, probably grass fields, are they? Grass, and grass. Not actually anymore. These are the last two fields that have crops on them to harvest. You haven't actually put a mod on yet, Hyper. Well, Hyper's made a mod because we were getting all of these fruit crops. You're making a mod to basically control what crops grow. Get that added in. Gilby, thanks mate. It's becoming one of the part of the team. Appreciate you. Big yellow one. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. By the time we finish these contracts, we'll be $1 million in the bank. 0 hire purchase, so yeah, we could do. A bit of a haul, isn't it? We haven't actually hit the main road yet. So here. The Argsy Gaming intersection. High crash rate on that intersection apparently. People are distracted by the logo. Cha-ching. That was one of the things I think I commented on in my map tour, yeah, because there is a good variety of fields. You've got the ones down this side which are a bit more regular in shape and not too many complicated areas, and then the ones on the other side of the river which start to bring some more unique field styles in, and then there's some really special ones. Still my favourite field is that little skinny golf course field. Down here, 117. Very cool little field. Argsy Gaming intersection is a fountain or other water feature. No, it doesn't. We could dump it. There we go. Oh, that contract's finished. We haven't claimed it. Let's claim that contract and we'll be over $1 million. We could put a forklift in there. I know where there's one that's not running anymore. What it's like driving across a 4x map. 4 kilometers at 40 kilometers an hour, going 4 kilometers, traveling 4 kilometers is going to be a tenth of an hour, so it's going to take me 6 minutes. Here we go. Contract claimed and $1 million in the bank. Just about time to buy a new tractor. Slight water damage. Slight. Small amount of water damage. Second guessing whether this was the correct way to go or not. And whether I'm actually going to be able to contribute to the harvesting at that end, but we'll see. We'll get there. Alright, the vote's still open on the tractor. Good home for the fish like a shipwreck. Artificial reef, you reckon, Garrick? I'm going to add some special water features into Winchester with the fish. Let's see if I can make them work first. Good fun. Good fun. Right. Was I meant to take that turn off? Ah. I was on a different road to the one I thought I was. I thought I was on the one where the gas station is, and I could have been to the gas station. I've still got a header on the back. I'm prone to losing headers when I'm driving around too. So I've got a smaller combine running on 34 at the moment. Gilby. Only got a 5088, which I think only has a sort of 30-foot header. It's this big beast with 50 foot of harvesting goodness on the front, so almost harvest twice as quick. The reservoir could be the Argsy drag racing strip, uses a JCB to set a time. The world's fastest tractor. Well, be interesting. Here we go. See the beacons on. Off to field 105. Where's 105? I'm in the next cultivating contract. Alright. Gotta head to meetings, have fun all. Cheers, Ben. Good to see you, mate. Till next time. Share, hey, how you doing? Just a quick hi. Say you're not around today. Say hello, not around. All good. To see you. Rich until someone refuels. Refuel everything. See if you have a few crops around. Good. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in, Share. Hope you're all good. At least it's not too far from the farm to get up to there. Turn left at the dirt road up around the... or more, go straight on. A little bit of a turn. Dog leg, shall we say. Well, great to have you all here. Thanks for taking some time out of your Wednesday morning, afternoon, evening. Tune in and say hello. I hope you've had a good week thus far. Pretty busy one for us. So, I think I said last week, so we had our first football game this week. First competitive football game for the team I'm coaching. Didn't get the result we wanted. It was a 3-1 loss, which was, I'm not going to be overly disappointed with it. It's a line in the sand, and we know where we stand against that team now, and it'll be interesting now to watch other results, whoever they play this week, come through and be able to get a bit of a handle. But it was 3-1 at half time, so boys did really well to not concede any more goals in the second half, but in fact we were probably actually the better team, dare I say it, in the second half, and very unlucky not to have at least had one more goal, not even drawn it. So good start. Positive start. Right, we are here with 50% still to go. Oh, drop our trailer off. No, it dropped. I didn't have it selected. Drop our trailer off. It's folded. so we can start harvesting. Right, we'll go and jump on the other side of the field. You mean missed a bit? What are you talking about? I don't see any missed bits. Alright, so what angle is this running at? That must be at... 90? 90. Work direction, take that up to 90. Okay. Look at that. Ooh. On the money. Perfect. Blame the harvester. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, this could be an opportunity to... grab some screenshots. A little bit too far away. See what we can do. Now the big question is, as our first big combine was a case, are we committed to case now? Is that we're going to be running? Or do you think we can have a hybrid fleet? So long as our headers are the same width, we could be running 2 or 3 different types of combine. Get your opinions on that. Sweet. Hopefully that's a save. It's a busy farming operation. So I quite like that New Holland tractor. It's not a bad grain cart either. Fun to have a mix, but not sure everyone's OCD can handle that. Well, so long as you had, like, you know, 2 of the same, you could run, because I don't know, what's people's thoughts on this? Is there any fields big enough to run more than 2 combines? I think 19 is the biggest field on the map. 60 acres. 66 up there. 62. Yeah, so I think 14 must be the biggest then, isn't it? 66 acres. Would you ever run more than 2 combines in those? So I guess the aim of having 5, you could still run, you know, 2 case combines in the same field, or 2 deers, or whatever you choose to do. whatever setup you might end up with. Your favourite too, got it cheap from the slick-haired used car salesman. Come with free floor mats. Steal! Hey Andrew, evening mate, welcome along. Great to see you here. Alright. Hey Henson, welcome along mate, good to see you. 8 hours of sleep for the first time in a week. Nice. It's good. Alright. Definitely accelerated harvesting in this field having a combine. Hey, look! There's another Argsy sign. I don't know if I've seen that one. Score! Look at that, I didn't realise there was two. I used equipment at the one. Wait, I was not watching what they're doing. Sorry boss, I broke the header. Too busy looking at Mod Hub. Another sign to crash into as I crash into the trees. Good timing. Hey Grant, how you doing? See you. Man, I look like I'm set for winter, don't I? Upper vest, beanie. That's not how you harvest wood. Darn it, I thought I was doing something wrong. Fox was pretty tight on some of his field edges, wasn't he? Oh, that's not how you do it either. Some of his trees. Not too bad for an old guy. It's one way to look at it, right? Yep, no, I'm doing good. Doing good. Lots going on. Always seems to be something. Between sports and work and streaming and trying to build a map. Coming up with harebrained mod ideas that and building them in AI. Always seems to be something. Chop some of those down with your lightsaber. Right, that's probably enough shots for screenshots. Gosh, that vehicle control add-on writes a lot of info, doesn't it? Wow. See. I mean, I'm not going to complain, Grant, because no one listens anyhow. There's no point. Kind of a waste of effort. Hey, Farmer Ty, how you doing? Great to have you here. Long time no awake for a live stream. I'm pleased you were able to find a little bit of time on your sleep schedule to catch me live and trying out the seasonal wool mod on your Whitcomb playthrough. Awesome. That's very cool. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if there's any issues. I've still got a few things to work through, not specifically with Whitcomb or the mod itself, but a couple of things I'm going to try and get resolved. One of them is to make it compatible with the Ritter's Realistic Animals mod. And the other thing was just to check an issue where wool that was stuck in spawning, if you cancel the game, saved the game and exited before it had spawned, wasn't recalled, so just need to figure out a fix for that. There you go. I'll do one more pass and then I'll pack up, get out of here. You must have a lot of grain to get delivered. We're only 80% complete. Hey, Railgeith, how you doing, mate? Good morning to you. 6:18 and you just woke up. And of course, I forget that now, for some in the US it's making it worse times to watch, and others with daylight savings changing and that it's actually got better. You're one of the ones in the better realm. Did you hit it? Alright, there we go. Let everything spawn before exit, yeah. Well, it will spawn, it's only if you've got any wool pallets sitting in the spawn that are blocking others from spawning. Oh, I want to fix it, so I want to do as much as I can to get it playing properly. Alright, job done in this one. Just going to get everything back to the yard. And I actually think, because of the time of year, the fact that there is no fields ready to harvest, so 90 over these fields. Alpha, sunflowers. Just trying to figure out what my alpha. Look at all this, because this is the problem we're going to have with that. Over. Alfalfa. So because of all the crops we've got, they're actually green. End up with a whole lot of crops we can't harvest. But looking at the growth calendar, not much that can be harvested until sunflowers are soon. Oats in October. Canola will start coming through, but I don't actually know if there's any. There's a little bit of canola. The oats, a few oats. Yeah, we've got oats and barley. At least some of these big fields up here have got barley and there's quite a bit of barley. Alright, what's going on here? Alright, let's get out of here. Skedaddle. I can go out there. Now we'll go back up. Right. Should. Thinking about it before. Should. Settings and. Alright, Rex is off. We're out of here like a bald man. Yeah, time to mark everything up for winter. So we might 20 minutes to do something. Go and see if there's a ploughing contract or a couple of ploughing contracts we can take on. Problem is now with new people on, we don't have anything to do. You're still working on the Ritter's issue with the seasonal wool. Digging into the script and work out, you have it set to only monitor per husbandry. Some only allows husbandry or group monitoring unless you do what Ritter did and give every animal a number. And that's what I figured out he'd done it. So I should be able to get the script to, so you can get it to checking if realistic animals enabled, then you'd tell it to use one method to look for animals, and if it's not enabled, you'd tell it to use another use the default method. So I just have to have a if this then that type thing. Yeah, I figured husbandry would be the easiest way to look at it. Seemed to make the most sense. Not thinking about the fact realistic animals changes it so much. Well, how on earth is Mr. Scott free for all? How good to see you, mate. Good morning to you. Welcome along, mate. Feels like forever since I've had a chat to you. How's things? You well? Did you ever get around to putting together a travel video from your trip to New Zealand? That's still on the list of things to do. Been a while and things are great. I'm pleased to hear that. Some of you know and some of you might not. I had the pleasure of spending a day with Scott down in, oh gosh, am I going the right way here? Spending a day with Scott down in Wellington. And he was in New Zealand in, what was it, November last year, early November last year? Highlight of last year for me, honestly. It's very cool. Still under construction. Someday soon you'll get it out. Well, the best part about those kind of things is you finish it and then you get to remember all the Good times he had. Sort of relive it all. Are you currently playing around and trying to set it up without rooters having a fit? Well, let me know if you get it working too. Obviously, you're keen to get that added in. Right. Pesky. I know everyone hates that pile of rubbish. Be included. Right. There should be a pressure washer right about here. Did see that before. Let's jump in and give this a wash out. And we will run over and find a fuel pump. Get some diesel topped into it. Shane, how you doing? You're South African and you're immigrating to New Zealand. Nice. I'm guessing you're an All Black supporter then. So I thought they let South Africans into New Zealand to support the All Blacks. Yeah, no, yeah, it's on my list of things to get to. Just find the time. I'm using all my AI quota up for other things. All right, that's looking much better. South African at heart. Fair enough. Fair enough. I joke about the. I'm going to struggle to get this done, aren't I? I hate backing these heated trailers. Best thing for these is drive-through sheds. And someone left a corn header right in the way. Oh no, I've left just enough space. Look at that. The Mick's just showing off because he's got the easy header to maneuver. Right, diesel time. Diesel tank over here. Quite funny driving around this farm because I started to set up a game save on it and customized a few things and it feels a little bit different. There we go. Diesel's filling up. This is a buy one, not a fill it up and use it one. Off to bed. All right, Shane. Well, all the best for your move to New Zealand. Hope all goes well. Five different mods at once. Busy. I'm a fledge. 10 at night. Whereabouts are you, Shane? Are you in New Zealand already? We've already come to New Zealand. It's 10:30 at night here. Gonna send you the new update tonight. Cool. That's good. Alright. Let's dump these in the back of the shed, because like I said, we're not going to need them out for a wee while. Oh, you're already in New Zealand. You're in Hamilton. Oh, there we go. Oh, welcome to New Zealand then. Okie dokie. Let's have a look then. What have we got? In the way of tracks. So that's how it's being used. The biggest track, that's 375 horsepower. And what are our two? $110. Should be able to take this. Do some ploughing. I just need to find where the plough is. You've been here for 3 years now. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm pleased you're enjoying New Zealand. Large ploughs at the old farm. Okay. Let's go pick that up then. And then we'll have a look to see if there's any ploughing. Yeah. Where are they? 113, which is the centre. 12, which is north of where we are. 42's probably close. 54's close-ish. 60 on the other side of the map. So probably the best one's those. 42, 54, or maybe 12. Where are we? 54's there, 42's there, and 12's up. Maybe we should, you know what we should do? We should do 12. Harvester, or are we ploughing out here? That's alright. Alright, let's go. Get this sorted out. Oh, actually. Is this... Is the... Let's go have a double check. I'm going to drive all the way over here because I'm feeling... Oh, plough might be a... Might be a 3-point. Not a trailed one. Oh no. No, it's a cedar. Yeah, that saved me a trip, didn't it? Because it's a 3-point hitch, and I can't use that on that tractor. I'm in the Manawatu, Shane. So just outside Palmerston North, out in the country. We got some mowers. Hooray! Okay, well, I've saved myself a trip over here. Because this doesn't have a 3-point, so... Tractor has a 3-point configuration. Yeah, I think I could probably change it. But we do have this plough, which is a little bit smaller, which might change my plan on which field we go to. Let's go have a look. Hooked to that? No, it's not. Yeah, no. We figured that out at the same time, Mick. Is that what you were looking at? So maybe then looking back at my to... Let's go do 50. How that? What's happened with this? Just incorrect. Stuck at 98%. Right, how do we get down to the out onto the big road? But the yeah, I could. That's true, Farmer Type probably does have a drawbar configuration, doesn't it? But we're going to work with what we've got, so at this one. G'day, Chinook, how you doing? How'd the rest of your flight go, mate? Make it to which way you were going? You ran back to Frankfurt this time, weren't you? You didn't crash just as you were about to land, and I say crash, I don't mean you crashed the plane. His computer crashed the other night when he was doing the same trip, so got to the end for you. Yeah, so are we gonna, are we stuck with that harvesting contract incomplete then, are we? How many tram lines in it? If so, I'll have to put the value of the contract in. Oh, last load's on its way to sell now. Okay, so we've still got some to sell. Right, thanks. makes sense. Alright. Canadian trains in Australia, love it. Got to the gate and the PC locked up. Oh, bugger, mate. It's frustrating. That plane in the US that clipped the top. I know, the 767. Where am I going? I'm meant to be going around the corner here. It is only a small train. Still inconvenient having to wait for it. Alright, so we're heading up, round, and left down there. New Yorkers are crazy drivers even in the air. Yeah, you'll need to get that sorted, channel. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. Some of those frequency changes, that was weird. And I do still want to find some time. Try and get our multiplayer working too, to go for a fly together. I was actually really looking forward to that. Some VFR flying around New Zealand. Yeah, I think it's out already, Garrick. It looks amazing. Yeah, the world update for Australia. Alright, down this one. I watched the trailer for it today. Yeah, I think it was today. Today or last night, I can't remember. Full of blur. Getting old. Alright, it's the BGA up in there. We carry on. This is our target field in here on the right. Now it's just a case of finding the way in. It's not always easy. Hey, drummer. Logging in. Hey, Joel. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for being here. Hey, this is another one of those ones that doesn't... Oh, do I have to go in behind the BGA? We think, is that... Yeah, I've got to go in behind the BGA. Hold on. Around we go. This is probably the thing I've enjoyed the most about this map, is a lot of maps you spend a period of time in one little section and you get to know it really well. Especially on these bigger maps. But you don't learn the rest of the map, whereas this map, because we're doing contracts, you get learning all these fields you'd not normally go to. Quite a cool way to do it. Through the trees! The fence doesn't work. There's a fence in the way, Garrick. The unfriendly fence. And this one. YouTube channel of a guy who parasails headed New Zealand's southwest mountain range, flying 120 k's, camping then 120 k's back to his car. Wow, it's pretty cool. I think I might have caught some of that. Was he was worried at one stage he wasn't going to get over a there's our harvesting contracts complete. Wasn't going to get over a bonus income. Perfect. Getting over a mountain range on them. And you got some good uplift or something like that, if I remember correctly. On here. What? The only fence that can stop a tractor. They will stop a tractor, won't they? Pretty indestructible. Right, let's go steering assist. Where have I driven him from? Up here. Lines turned on. Right. Let's soldier through. See how we go. I think we need some more equipment. Hey Beds, how do you get the map? It is on Hox's Facebook page. And there should, if you go back and find my map tour I did, there will be a link to that in the description if you can't find it on Facebook. And failing that, there is a link on my Facebook page. Just trying to think now if I have a link to that. Messy rows. These is copy. There's a link to Hox's Facebook. Google FS 25 Willow River, it comes up. I need to go back and hunt this down. So if anyone's interested, I showed this earlier. Stop. So what Hanson's talking about, he said he's going to test my mod. This is a mod I've made, which you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. But basically, this cuts fences in half. So this is a pre-built fence on Winchester, and it's got I want to have a gap in the middle. So at the moment, the only way you could do that, you go into the demolition mode, and you hover over and you delete the whole fence, and that's that whole segment. So if you built it or if someone else built it, there's nothing else to do. But what I've just done and what the mod does is if you press Alt, basically get this menu up the top here, which is called fence. Well, I've called it fence cut. It says fence gap mode up in here. Press left Alt and it brings up this visual indicator on here. So you've got the green lines showing the fence you'll keep either side, and the red part is the bit that will get demolished. You end up with these yellow markers either end. You can make it narrower or wider, so Q and E will increase or decrease the width. And then you press F to make the cut. So there you go, I made it bigger, make it narrower. So it's all related to where you're standing, so you've got to go and stand next to the fence as well. So once you've done that, you can press F. There you go, get an opening in your fence. Sit back out and see there's a big hole. You can walk through and everything. So a lot of that was done because of Winchester, where I am for this video, has a huge amount of placeable fences, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to be able to customize some of those. So yeah, that's what Hanson was just referencing when he said he was testing something for me. All going well, and get any feedback, I might try and get it onto Mod Hub before the end of the week. All I need to do is make some screenshots and that, and at the moment I've added in an undo option as well. So if you cut the fence and it doesn't quite work out how you wanted it to, you can press U and it will undo it. Yeah, just a little idea I had the other day, and I've managed to put together with the Help of some AI. Don't tell the cows or the rabbits about that mod. And that was Hanson's question, because he said, can you use it on animal pastures? And I don't actually know. I hadn't thought to test it on that. It's out for us. Should sleep be ADHD is not leading me, and are you going to be at the field days? No, I won't be up at the field days. I would like to, but it just won't work out for me this year. I've never actually been to Mystery Creek. I really need to try and organise something, but I do want to try and organise another cultivator event. So see what we can do sometime in the second half of the year for that. I've seen some of the ones that have been organised overseas, and they might put my little event that we did last year to shame. Tractor-proof fence, mate. Happy to help, Beds. Happy to help. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the thumbs up too. Be very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, if it's the first time you've caught me live, appreciate it if you dropped a subscription. That'd be very cool. We stream a couple of days a week, and we make some videos in between. Though they've been few and far between lately, as we've been spending more time creating content for the game, not with the game. The best way to describe it. Whose idea was it to start a ploughing contract this close to the end of the stream? Idiot. So, did our tractor poll closed, and it was a close run deal, but the John Deere 9RX 30 won out. It'll be the next purchase on the purchase. What am I doing? Multitasking. Multitasking while driving a heavy, powerful tractor. Best idea. All right, let's get going. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Did you see the New Holland version of that tractor? Which the case? Is that what you're talking about? T9? New Holland TJR series. I don't know if I have seen that. Google it. TJR. Afro, is there any update coming to this map? I don't know, to be honest. I haven't. I have not heard from Hox in a wee while. Or if he's working on any updates or where he's at with it. I love seeing the yellow biplane. We had a top dressing pilot down the road from us who used to have a yellow biplane. Shane, you'd love to see a New Zealand map on all platforms. Well, you'll just have to be patient there, my friend. There is one in the works. Right, I think we must now be the proud owners of a 9. Look at that. Proud owners of a 9RX 830. I think is going to have on hire purchase. Alright, I lie, it's not taking too long to do this. Dude, almost a third of the way through. Well, there's definitely a New Zealand map being built, and I know the map maker wants to get it onto all platforms chain, so. Bit of water to go under the bridge, so to speak. Another contract done, another 22,000 earned. Aussie Dan's been ripping it up with that cultivator. Alright, one more pass and we'll turn back on ourselves. And then we'll be on the headlands otherwise. Can we get back to 1 mil before the end of the stream? No! There's not enough contracts to do that. $250,000 worth of contracts. Mate, you're dreaming. We got some sunflowers and we got some stuff in storage. Notice? Excuse me. Big tractor now, we should be able to take on another ploughing contract. Or buy a second cultivator. That's what you were planning, Piper. Take the right path, tractor. Here we go. Get up. Oh, we got a friend. We've got a friend. It's going to make things go faster. Just showing off now. What place is a good place to buy a PC in New Zealand? There's actually, well, there's probably quite a few different places. I get a lot of my IT equipment through PB Tech. I'll often buy it online and either get it delivered to the store here in town and pick it up, or depending what it is. That's what I did with my last PC. I ordered online and picked it up. Some stuff I'll get delivered. Probably one of the better places for PCs. ID8 have some. There's other places, Computer Lounge, Playtech. There's heaps of places. Just wanted you all to see the John Deere with a case plough. Oh yeah, infuriate people. Plough feels like it does more than it actually does. Next would be a John Deere harvester with a case plough. You could do it with headers. You could mix headers. Is there a John Deere Ripper plough mod we can add? Quite possibly is. Category. Soil cultivation. Plough. It's only a little one. Here's the 21. Is that the matching one? It's 8 meters wide, requires 450 by LR modding. This one I've used quite a bit. Similar to the one you've got. Oh, the series one. So the 915V Ripper, which is 8 meters wide and requires 550 horsepower. So there's a couple of options. So yeah, we could add those in. Armor. Just going to Playtech, make sure to ask for road. Oh goodness. So a video of a case tractor with a John Deere assistant screens for their John Deere seeder. Yeah. Cheers, Grizz. Catch you later, mate. Tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your week. Viva la Dirt League, eh? A lot of Kiwis would not realise how big they are overseas. Done a pretty good job for themselves. So. Alright, well I'm pleased I'm not the one who's having to seed this field with these rows. These furrows. Massive, yeah. That is a big piece of equipment, that tractor. I mean, I thought these Steigers looked big, but that looks huge. Did plough that too. I like that case. Ripper. That was a good job. Work of engineering art. Certainly is. Certainly is. Hey, Beds. Thank you very much, mate. $10 Australian super chat. Very kind of you. Started playing FS25 and now you're going to work on a farm. So nice one, Shane. Where are you working on a farm? You're in Hamilton, somewhere in the Waikato, obviously. What sort of farm are you going to be working on? Right. Dairy farm. Hamilton is, yeah, there's lots of dairy farming around there, isn't there? Certainly is. Beautiful country. You're going to go back and what's going to scoot back and pick that bit up, or else... Piper's going to. Must be nice to have a little break from concentrating on Lego and just being able to farm and chat tonight. It's been good. It's done on this, 88%. Having that John Deere and that Ripper in here has certainly sped things up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 passes remaining. Speeds down the bottom there. Hyper is travelling at 12 kilometers per hour. So the same speed as I am. Covering slightly wider plough, that one. I think it's 8 and this is only 5.6. Get a chain mod and do some tug of war. Okay. Yeah, I might have to. There is my favourite former police officer cum case dealer, parts dealer. Our friend Rusty Money Gaming. Good morning to you, mate. How's things? Hope all is well in your part of the world. Thank you very much, mate. Very much for that reminder for everyone here in chat. Good to see you. This is John Deere. There's the, is there a chain mod? I'm just trying to remember. Oh, we've got a cultivator down here now too. There happened to be a cultivating contract on that field right next to us. It did too. Nice. It's got all the big ponies working down here at the moment. Real life gets busy this time of year. I bet you it does. Planting season would be in full swing, wouldn't it? What about working on a cattle station, doing cattle hauling? Interesting. We'll have to, at some stage, jump on, arrange a stream one night and play the, livestock pasture simulator. It's called Aussie one. You can herd cattle. It'd be a bit of fun if we got a whole lot of people doing that. Playing a lot of SnowRunner. Haven't played 25 in a week. Ah, you've played SnowRunner, Shane. Hyper's done. He's out. He's like, nah, that's it. You can finish us. 98%. It's so close. No, he's taking on another one. Oh. Not a case. Chinook, did you not see? This will keep you happy. Look what won the large tractor. New large tractor vote. 9RX. We got something other than red on the farm for you. Alright, there we go. Contract done. But I am a completionist, so we're going to finish these last 2 passes. I know there's no benefit to doing it. I like to give the farmer the job they paid us for. I say. You don't want to waste the fuel. You don't want to waste the fuel on the narrow passes, and I'm doing them when I don't need to. So I'm wasting fuel on them anyhow. Right. If one of you guys, Drummer, Rex, Mick, want to come and take this tractor and go and do a ploughing contract, you're more than welcome to. We've finished on this one. These things don't break like they do in real life. I wish they would, Shane. To be honest. I wish they would. I'll be fired from the farm. It's alright, I'll stage a corporate takeover. It wouldn't be a farm. Alright, there we go. Our good name has been retained. Are you just moving the last of the main equipment over? Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, happy days, job done. farm union mod to stop working. We have a picket line, farm gate. Alright, that's that job done. Let's just jump in here to a contract list. Find that one, we'll grab that and we will collect. Finished on that. And then I guess if does anyone wants the tractor, they're welcome to it, but take it back to the farmyard first. We'll be done. What do I think of Whitcomb Park? Is this new map? Fantastic. Farmers unions make great coffee. Yeah, no, I think it's a beautiful map. It's done a great job on it. Iced coffee is the only drink to rival Coke. Ooh, bold claim. All right. Funny because the farm's only just through those trees, isn't it? Yeah, all the way down and around. On the Red Bulls, Hanson. That's probably part of the reason you can't sleep for 8 hours a night. Beautiful like all it is. Yep, he's definitely building a reputation and a name for himself. Deservedly so too. I haven't had a look at it yet, Garrick. But yeah, no, that's another Edo mods. There's a few modders. Edo mod, MA7, who's done Kalini. And they're working on, I can't remember the name of their map at the moment. Yeah, MA7, Edo mod, Oxygen David. From a detail point of view, certainly be three of the best map makers out there at the moment, in my opinion. Just got out of bed and need to wake up. Fair enough. But then there's some fantastic modding stuff out there at the moment as well, though. Some of the scripts in that on outline scripts in that are on Mod Hub, the prefab section, amazing. Been up since 4 this morning, catch tomorrow. Yeah, choice. Thanks, Chinook. Good to see you, mate. Take it easy. Forest Hills is also a good map. You've been playing that. I'll have to look at that one, Shane. Familiar with that. Hey, no. How you doing? Nice to see you, always is. Have you here? Black Sheep modding do amazing. Yeah, they do. Certainly do too. Alright. I know I shouldn't park that there, but it just looked like it was the place it needed to be put. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Just going to have a look. Thanks, Aussie, Dan, Mick, Hyper, Rex, and Drummer for logging in and lending a hand, and for all the work you have put into getting the farm to where it is. I mean, we'd set ourselves some challenges, and one of them was to buy a farm, and we've done that. field one. So we're now at the point where the only land we can buy has to join this plot. So 61's an option, 18, 19, 2, 4 are really the only options. So the farm has to grow out from here. So 5's not an option, 3's not an option, 19's not an option. 19's an option. But yeah, that's kind of the rule around how we grow the farms. So to see where we head. But here we go. Lots done. Lots done. So thank you everyone. Thank you as well. Bids, thank you very much for the super chat. Gilby Games, who became a channel member, thank you to you both. Appreciate you. Thank you to all the other channel members who are here and have joined the stream and just been part of the community for a long time. Appreciate you all too, and everyone else who's here and watching and taking the time to drop a like and just hang out with us while we watch the stream. I do appreciate you all. Possible a farm tour of this farm. I have a tour on my channel already. So there you go. There's the PDA 4 times map. 2 towns, one up the top, one down the bottom. The river through the middle. There's down the bottom here. There's another one in the middle here. There's a couple up the top here. There's another one, main one here. There's another farm down the bottom. A few other sheds scattered around in silos. One here. Yeah, great map. I think it's fantastic. Go and check out the full video if you'd like to see that. Hopefully get that update to me shortly. Cool, man. Take a look at it. Yeah, anyhow, I will hopefully be live on Saturday morning New Zealand time. It definitely won't be Sunday because I'll be on the road very early Sunday for football. And maybe on a new server. We'll see how I go with the next few days getting that set up. So keep an eye out for that one. If you want to be here and take a part in joining that, then great to have you here. But otherwise, enjoy the rest of your week. It's been fun. Had fun tonight. So yeah, that's all. Take care. Have fun. Bye. See if my stream deck works too.